Hey, Wagwan people, this is Nick with Jamaican State of Mind podcast. Before we start this episode, I just want to say thank you for everybody been supporting the podcast. Really appreciate it. Continue to support it, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And, I really appreciate it. And this episode here, Carter is back. And we were supposed to talk about something we are going to Jamaica. Have to do that with a follow-up episode because this kind of take a turn and go in a direction where we are talking about religion, a touchy subject to enough people. So, why everybody just listen with an open mind and enjoy. Later.
Everything is fine, yeah. I'm in a jam down state of mind. Jamaican state of mind. Everything is fine, yeah. I'm in a jam down state, yeah. Jamaican state of mind.
Welcome to another episode of Jamaican State of Mind podcast. It's your host Nicholas, aka Nico Bell. And I'm here with my co-host Carter, the girl in my water, as him say. Welcome to your first episode of this year, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, as I said, it's good to be back. It's been a while. First one for me for this year. Today's February the 1st. So we pretty much completed 1 month of January. A lot has happened in the first month of the year. I said, I didn't want to do any join the New Year's resolution bandwagon and, made the gym be packed for the first 2 months of the year, But, we said, we're going to take it a month at a time. We're going to try and accomplish some goals and, and I have to comment, of course, most recently the whole tragic accident with Kobe Bryant, I know it hit home with a lot of people, but, sometimes it just reminds us that, it doesn't matter who you are, or what you represent or how much money you have in the bank, you can go at any time. So it's more of just appreciating the time that we have with, and while we're still here on earth and with our family members. So I don't know. Sometimes you think that life is bad, but, when you see situations like that where, a wife have to move on with, 3 kids and she lose her husband and a daughter just like that. It make you think that, the small problems don't really matter.
Like what me hear Charlemagne say, man said, this remind you that do not discriminate. Alright?
Right.
Equality. All around. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. So the last episode, cousin the way, me talk about that and how it did impact me and all of that, So it's one of them things you don't know every day we still think about it, cause you don't know we are fan of the sport, fan of the person, and just the tragic way the person lost them life is. It's just a sad thing, but as I say, life goes on. And like I just said, just give us a little perspective and things that we need to be more appreciative of what we have. Your family and friends them around you, make sure you know them, you love them, and never wait till them gone before we start. That's when we start. We say them thing there, and I show the appreciation. Just, life short. So we just have to cherish them small moments there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like I said, this podcast, we talk half here, Carter. So we are gonna try if we come up with some different ideas. And one of the ideas we talk about, what we are gonna do every episode is, someone will name it, our thought of the week, something like that. We are gonna go with thought of the week for now, but we are gonna see if we can find more of a yard man way if you say it. But for now, basically,
the can call it, meds of the week or meds for the corner.
Something like that, yeah. So we're going to play with the name, but, and basically what that is one highlight, but you maybe have something you want to say. No, something where you think about a thought you have about a thing, something you have med span. And, you know what I mean, it can be whatever, it can be a current event, something, it can be something throughout history where you just come and talk about. So, you know, every week we're going to try, or whenever we do the podcast, we just share our meds for that week there. Something like that, you see me? We still have to play with the name.
Right.
Yeah. So, for me, you want to go with the first one? Your thought of the week or your meds of the week, brother? You want to go with it?
Well, for me, as I said, I started off with the whole Kobe Bryant tragic death, but I mean that for me would be my thought of the week in relation to just, it make, as you say, that doesn't discriminate. We don't know the day nor the time, but at the same time, it had me have some thought-provoking, considerations where I've thought about it before, but sometimes when these things happen, you kind of remind you to think about, you want to do so much, with the time that you have, but at the same time, you want to keep a balance, and, in not to, it's like, for example, some people may want to travel the world, some people may, want to buy that car that they really like, but at the same time, you're trying to keep a balance, both financially and socially, but it make you wonder, should you just do all this shit because at the end of the day we're gonna die anyway, right? But it make you think that, cause look, the guy he's 41 years old, in pretty much probably 3 to 4 years out of the league, so he spent most of his life playing basketball, right? Earning all this money and all these accolades, being on the road away from family. So you finally retire now, you're trying, you're enjoying your time. He got a Grammy after retirement, right? Oscar, right? Yeah. An Oscar after retirement, so it shows you that he had great things, for the future. So it just make you think, all right, he lived, if you want to look at it that way, right? He lived a very fulfilling life, although some people might say 41 years is short, but if you live that type of lifestyle, it's quite a long lifetime. In his regard.
There's two type of thing, where you say, you have people who live long, but they have not really lived. And you have people, them die young, but they live a fulfilled life. Like I said, for the resources and everything I'm doing where I'm love, that was you could consider that a fulfilling life. You see what I'm saying? Mm. So that's your thought of your week.
Yes, sir.
So mine is we just finished this book called A Short History of Everything. And it was a very interesting book. It wasn't that long, but it was very interesting. And it kind of gave me an old perspective on life itself. And because it start from the Big Bang and the evolution of life and all of that. And the biology of everything and chemistry, and you go deep, right? And he was just saying that life have a way of everything have life, from plants to we have life, animal, a lot of things have life, and it's like the life is constructed like this. It's just based on survival. Everything want to live. Yeah. The fact that we have a desire, like our desire for even have sex, is a desire of we as life want for the cell in our body that tell us we need to reproduce, so we can sustain life. That's why when you see a girl and you're attracted to a girl and your mind get fuzzy and you make wrong decision and all of them foolishness there. Is the body survival way. And it's just that we as human, we smarter and we get smarter. We know we have, protection, and everything that will stop life. But the basic concept of it was, like sex and just even having sex and reproduce is the body way of survival of the species. You get what I'm saying? And even where they have this breakout right now with the coronavirus and all of that, is things happen every day. Some of it with virus and all of that, even with us, life is like, is things happen every day in the environment, in the world, and some survive, while some survive, some die. And it just shows that we we are just a species that survive, and we develop a level of intelligence that we end up creating building and surrounding, and we have to protect ourselves that most other species didn't get a chance to. So it basically just this weird thing. I'm just inside like the science thing, and it just give me that thought like we have to appreciate the fact that we're unique and we're there, and we all got here by some crazy mutation in a sense and in evolution, and that we decide one person back then, our ancestor make that step out and develop the brain structure and then start spread out, and you know what I mean, and then we get smarter and smarter as we go. And it's just, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it just a matter. The whole of this, we just finished it this week, and it was just so amazing. Like, the book was pretty good, and you already know me, Carter. I like them type of.
What was the name? What's the name of the author?
I think it was Brans Brill. I forgot the damn name, the author. But if you look it up, you will find it. A short history of everything. We can't pull up the guy name right now, but.
Yeah, man, pull up the name. Tell them the name of the author.
It's the reason why me like them type of book there, bro. It kind of give me perspective on everything. Like it kind of give me that level of, me think outside of the box. Me see things different. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, name Bill Bryson. That's what his name. Bill Bryson. Okay. A short history of nearly everything. Yeah. So. You know what I mean? You kind of give me that perspective of life or the whole thing. Like, we get so worked up of so many things. They talk about, like, even a space, almost asteroid past us. Like, any day now, like, there's not even a technology right now to protect us. If, say, an asteroid fair come hit Earth, to destroy Earth. There's no technology. You have people that try to develop something, but the thing is, even warning. We would have, like, a couple days warning. You get what I'm saying? Same so right now, NASA out there try to track all different type of asteroid that can possible harm us. But it's like there's so many that is impossible. And all of them things. So it just show me that like there's so many things that can happen that can just wipe us out. And life in general is just so freaky. You hear somebody good today and them just gone or whatever it is. So you give me that perspective to try my best to appreciate what I have right now. And
of course.
And just, build upon that. You see what I say?
Well, I mean, just to quickly add to it, yes, it's a matter of just questioning our creation. It's just a matter of questioning, with science and all the historical information that we've gathered over the different centuries, we still don't know how we're actually made or how we're actually created, and we don't know where we go when we die. So these are some questions that, people probably don't stop and ask themselves on an everyday basis because we just, in a rat race of survival. So a lot of people don't stop to just stop and say, listen, I mean, really and truly, I mean, we're on Earth, but we don't even know who created Earth or, it's just all, it's all theory. It's all theoretical.
So you want...
But we cannot get too deep because we're getting off track here.
Guys, I'm just like an access here. It seems like you want to take it there,
No, because that can spin off into a whole different discussion because it's going to spin off in a religion and all kind of different things. We're going to get lost.
But listen, I think you won't get lost. We know we had a topic or we want to discuss today. But I think you kind of want to do a feed.
So you want to change it?
You don't matter to change it. I think you're supposed to continue. But what I say, because I can guarantee you right now, some people will listen and the swerve where you just make a while ago, they don't want you to finish what you say.
Okay, alright, well.
Yeah, so some interesting
it's a very touchy topic, but okay, well.
We'll touch it.
Well, let me stop.
It's a conversation we need to have, but we want to have it in the right fashion, so we don't have to go too deep in it, but I think you should finish the thought we have and just go with it.
Because, alright, so just to leave off here, what I was saying just now is when people, as I said, people, you know, so because of how we are in this, especially the first world country, you know, capitalism, we are programmed to be focused on just simply making money and, you know, the typical day-to-day survival. So a lot of times when you have this, you know, the scientists that question, you know, the solar system, you know, the, how the earth is, you know, combined and the plate tectonics, everything relating to what is going on around us while we're just running every day. So it's from time to time, you know, I'll stop and watch a docu-series here and there on some of the theories and some of the scientific findings, right? Because I'm always curious, like, as I said, to this day, nobody can really say, this is how we were created, this is how we got here, and then when we die, what happens? Do we, from the religious standpoint, you know, there's the heaven and the hell. You know, some people just believe in reincarnation. You know, they believe in the spirit leaving, and then your what do you call it? Your spirit leaving the body, and then your body is just a vessel. So you probably transport to another vessel. You know, all these different theories, but as again, it's all theory. There's no facts to say. You know, when a person leaves the earth or whatever, where do they go? And even the earth, even the earth itself
will tell you that they know. You know what I mean?
You just have to have faith.
You just have to have faith.
By faith. That is it. But no dead man never come back and say, no, my word, I saw the kingdom of heaven, you know? But, you know, if I could learn that before I pass on, that would be great. But, you know, but the next thing again, just the earth itself, where we're living, like, you know, there's all these scientific and theoretical assumptions, you know, that they come up with about how the earth is created. And even the debate about whether the earth is flat or the earth is round. I mean, you know, so it might sound ignorant, but give them some credit to start a conversation, right?
Yeah.
But realistically, those are some of the topics that people shy away from because, of course, no one has the answers.
And you see my thing with that. But I say, people who say things for certain, like them know for certain that this is how it is. Nobody knows. Period. You know what I mean? Me more go towards science. Like I like a theory and theory proven, and if it's proven, we go with it. And then something of a theory of it proven is something I've done over and over, and you get the same result. You see me I say? That's how a theory proven, and then the science base we say that's just fact. That's how it go, based on all of that study. You see me I say? So when it come to like when them decided the earth created and nobody don't know. But based on certain things, they give it speculation millions of years or whatever years ago. You understand me I say? But it's not the 2,000 or 3,000 years or whatever the Bible that tell you or what them Christian or religious people tell you. It cannot be. You know what I say?
Yeah.
But and it come back to where like my thought when it comes to this, right? When it comes to like creation, evolution and them thing that me believe in evolution. You know what I say? I still have certain question, but evolution happen every day. Maybe not on the large scale with us, but when you talk about simple stuff as virus, bacteria, all of them think they are living organism, right? So something like the flu. The flu is a strain, it's a virus. You have different strain every year. It evolves. Something else. That's why they have to give the vaccine have a change and all of them thing there. Is it saying? Even like the virus thing we are going on, is all of that is just evolution, a tech process, and the body have things to fight it, but the body can't fight everything. And you see the book I'm tell you for real near short history. Them try to do a job of kind of explain all of them stuff there from the earth was created to now, and talk about the evolution of stuff, and in trying best But, some of it is still theory. Some stuff have been proven based on certain findings. But, it's still theory. You see what I say?
Right.
Yeah. So, as I say, we're not going to get too deep into the religious argument. Because no wonder we have to dedicate an episode to that specifically. Because, you know what? Let me say something. Should I say it, Carter, or leave it alone? Just leave it alone.
No, man. Say it, man.
Alright. The conversation why I want to have mostly when it comes to religion is me not going to debate nobody or talk to nobody if religion is real or if God is real and all of that. That's not my place. Because, like them say, you have 3 types of truth in the world, right? I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said this. You have personal truth, political truth, and facts. Right? Personal truth, religion. If a man tell us he believe in a God, whatever God he believe in, and him have faith in it, that's him personal truth. You see what I say? You cannot debate. And the reason why it's personal because, there's so many different religions. And people strongly believe in what they believe in. So that's a personal truth. Political truth can be whatever, some stuff we hear through the years and we accept it as truth. So, and that can be something culturally, something from a really tribal or whatever it is. Can't come with an exact example on right now. And facts, truth is something that is proven more on a scientific base. Like if you mentioned some people believe that the earth flat. It's already proven that the earth is not flat. You see what I say? And it's something actually simple, can be proven by anyone. You buy a damn weather balloon and a GoPro, tie it up and it go and let it go all the way up in the atmosphere. You can know. You will see. You see what I say?
Right.
So something like that is proven. So you can't, if you have a debate about somebody about if the earth flat or what, then you have to you don't even make no sense waste your breath with that person. Because it's something that's already proven and something them can't even prove for themselves. So you have 3 types of, so I'm not going to debate somebody if them got real or not. What I will talk about though is the impact it have on different culture and the different people. There's a study that came out where it said that really the most religious countries in the world, I don't have the thing right in front of me right now, but it showed the most religious countries in the world tend to be the poorest countries in the world. With one country with the exception. You know which country is that?
Okay.
America. America, the only country somehow find a way to intertwine them political system with Christianity and still be, the country what it is in. We are talking about financially. No other country in the world. People say, what about the European country? Majority of the European countries are very secular. Sweden, Finland, all of these countries are, we talk about, people, happy people and most prosperous country, the Denmark, all of them countries, right? Secular countries. Christianity is not the top priority for them. Human rights over all of that, right? But when you take about like even country like Jamaica, as religious as it is, at one point Jamaica had more church per capita than any other country in the world. You see what I say?
Right.
So, but yes, still look upon the violence, look upon all the crap them are going there, look upon the poverty rate. You can go to the Philippines, you can go to the Brazil, majority of the country them in Africa, all of them religious stronghold here, typically are the poorest country. And then we even stick to a Christian point of view. Most of the country them who was part of the colonized by England. Majority of these countries still are the poorest country. India is still one of the poorest countries in the world.
Religion has been known to be referenced as population control. Because think about it, if people never have a structured faith system, right, that also provides what they call morals and values. So that means, to do something, before you do something wrong, that, it gives you a guidance in terms of, it's probably not right to do this. Like, it creates order in society. Cause think about it. If everybody was kind of left free like that, and it was just about the law, right, and punishment, I mean, people would raping and killing would be a rampant thing.
It to me, there's two things to argument there, right? I said,
also, just to even jump on the topic where you bring up now, where I said the poorest countries are the most religious countries, and again, the more secular countries are the more financially stable countries, right?
Yeah.
Think about that. Why is it like that? Because even back in Jamaica, when you go to church and they tell you, things are hard and the light bill is, the light is about to be cut off, the water is about, but they say, pray about it, man, and have faith. But they forget the other part of the Bible where you say you need to work.
Yo.
You can't just pray and just hope and then,
Yeah, works without faith. Is the man say? Yeah, work. So, faith without work, something like that, I forgot. But anyway, yeah, you're right. But let's see, back to where you say, right? When you talk about it more, like, that's what I say, religion is a personal truth and a personal thing because, yeah, some people do need it. As the man say, some people do need it. I do help some people because as human, we have a desire to believe in a higher being. We have a desire for seek out that truth. When you look upon cult and them thing there, right? And you say, all them people get caught up in a cult. If you listen to all Scientology, brother, me watch a documentary about Scientology, I couldn't even believe the foolishness from me here. Like, what that's about. And it's like, you have all of them rich people, and we think people would have sense, apartheid. And it's just a human psyche thing for want to believe in this higher being. We want to have this something to look forward to. You see what I say? And I think, so I'm agree with this. And I agree with this. So some people do need it in order to survive. But on a moral thing, I think human, we intelligent enough to have moral compass, right? You have people who are atheists and them have moral compass. They don't believe in any God, but them have some morality when it comes to stuff. You see what I say? And if you look, even if you check in history, most wars, most people have been killed in this world in the name of religion than any other thing. And than any other disease, the biggest disease ever, it was the Black Plague, where killed out a large portion of the population in Europe. But at the same time, religion, more people have been killed in the name of religion than anything else in this world. So it come down to us, all right. We have this preaching, this moral compass, but yes, still slavery was a big part of people base it off religion, discrimination, racism, sexism, all of them thing, all of the ism them where we think of, all of them is rooted in cultural and religious belief. Is that what I say? So that's what I say. So there's a big thing where we find hard when I say, all right, I understand the moral thing about it, but at the same time, it's like all of the crazy shit, stuff that were happening in the world, still can lead back to religion be the problem of it. Is that what I say? Or that being the cause of it. You get what I'm saying? So you see the dilemma in that.
Right. I mean, that's what I said. It's they use it as literal population control. Because think about it, the poor versus the wealthy in the world is a great disparity. So in order for you to keep the poor to not rebel against the rich, these are some of the things you have to put in place. Yep. You put in religion, you put in politics, and you put in the law. Because if at any point, right, it show you in just the other day in New York, I say, it was on ABC or on those channels, and somehow this car ran over a lady and she was trapped under the vehicle. And, people just run to her assistance, probably 15, 20 people, and them just lift the car. But of course, 1 or 2 man couldn't do it, right? But everybody jumped in and unified and lift the car. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, think about that where the poor of the world unite and say, you know what, we're tired of this shit. Right? You think that wouldn't overthrow the whole system? I mean,
yeah. So you know, I remember me telling this already. Me already tell you, say, yo, me believe, like, some the elite people them from back in the day, them come up with this Bible thing, right? Because the reason why I said that, majority of things in the Bible were about rich, it always negative, right? With the saying that people don't know, say it's easier to a camel to get to the iron of an needle before a rich man can get in the gates of heaven.
Right.
You know what I mean? Money is the root of all evil, all of these things. So it's like,
right.
All of them saying that. So to me, it's like, all right. To me, who come up with them saying that? And why is it religion always I tell people, say, better days is after when you die. You understand? You get what I'm saying? Why not tell me that? Why me, the average person, live, what, 70, 80 so we just put it. So you're going to spend 80 years in this world, right? Living. Mm-hmm. So you must struggle for the 18 years. For the 80 years, for the 80 years. And then hope for your life better off when you die. Why you don't want to live happy on this earth? This life we have. One life them say we have, right? So why you don't want to live happy, live your best life? And why all of these? Because so to me that's what my thing is, where you have them pastors and all of them high religious people living in this wealthy lifestyle, right? Mm-hmm. Comfortable. Them can go do the family vacation. Them not have to worry about all them bills pay. Them just whatever, and then your congregation a struggle. I worry about all of that. You have people have never taken a vacation ever. Right. In them life.
What is that?
What is that about? And to me, when we break it down upon the black community, I think it just, it's stagnant us, because growing up, nobody not talk about therapy, right? So we're getting even the mental illness thing, right? Nobody not talk about therapy in the community, right? Yeah. Everything, take it to the pastor and pastor pray about it, right? So I think one of the biggest effect religion have on the black people is to, the community, even like Caribbean, whatever, is that it make us lazy. And what I mean by that, it make us, we don't, when we have issues what we need to work on, where the easiest thing people ever say is in God's hands. Pray about it. But no one do the work it take to fix the issue. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I say you have to pray about it, but also while praying about it, you have to do the work in this physical realm to fix the issue, whatever that issue is. And then, to me, I think it just makes us lazy, and that's why we think we struggle, and that's why we think most of these countries are poor. Because we don't put in the actual work to fix the issue. We rest this thing on everything in God's hands. Everything in God's hands. Right. To me, just like the easy way out, the cop out of everything.
Right. And there's a lot of factors, of course. For example, colonization from the major European countries, in the earlier centuries, and that set back a lot of developing countries in their progress, because of course the world is led by who have the biggest army and who have the biggest manufacturing ports and all these different factors, right? But the smaller developing countries, like third world countries, because all of their natural resources were pretty much poached and drained from the major countries. So now, 2 centuries moving forward, they're 2 centuries behind in terms of development. So, those are those factors. So it's like these people, just to deal with the stress mentally, they rely on religion.
Yeah, that's why I think
Because when people, but I encourage people to travel. When you travel and you go to the other countries and you see, well, yes, we might say that here in America and other European first world countries, the standard of living is significantly better than living on some of these islands. But at the same time, we're still having suicides here in the first world country, because not only the standard of living is higher, but it's like people feel like they have this pressure to maintain this image and lifestyle, which is unrealistic. But you can go on and on. But just to bring it back to the whole scientific explanations given to us by scientists of how we were created. They talk about evolution, moving from monkey to man. But if we're going to use
the simplest form for them put it up, but it's more complex than that. Basically, there was more different type of, human wasn't like the first species. You have different form of humanoid, and then you have evolution from that type. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's one explanation for men. But then I can bring it deeper and say, well, who created the monkey then?
You're right.
That's the reason.
But even before you read, that's why I mentioned my thing is in the situation where all right, we talk about the creation of the universe, and from creation of the universe to what he unearthed and all of that. But it's my thing is all right. So even if there was nothing before all of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we, not something have to come from something. It have to come from something, regardless if it start with a big bang, whatever it is, whatever something was before all of this. You get what I'm saying? In order for all of this to create, even if the evolution is the way you're going, all of that, regardless, and that's where the question comes in. All right, what that is, if that's the God right there, what we consider God, is what I say? Right. Or you understand the complexity of that part right there, and that's the question nobody can answer. Nobody at all. What was it before then?
Exactly. I mean, but that's the whole point. Like they say, there's a universe, right? There's a universe, and there's different planets. There's the soul. There's the galaxy, and the solar system, right? All these different theories of what is out there other than Earth and so forth. So it's just like, and if there's other life forms out there, right? So all these questions, but I'm not deep into it in terms of reading. What's his name? Neil Tyson. The astrophysicist. Right, the astrophysicist.
I'm reading book and stuff.
Right. I mean, for sure, he has made some, mind-provoking, statements and findings, but still, there's a lot of holes. We still can't answer the real main question, and I'm gonna keep going back to it. It's like, who created us and where do we go when we die? You understand? We're still not able to answer those. I think if anybody answer one of those questions, it will change. It will change the way we look at religion, and it will change the way we look at politics and everything else that is in our.
And no, you're right. But it's one of them questions that were it hard to answer, because when you're dead, you're dead. You can dead and come back and say, all right, I was here for the last. I died 2 months ago. I died last year. And I came back this year to tell you where I was at. Is what I say?
Or remember when you say you said something about if an alien really came to Earth, right? How that would change.
Yeah, all right. So let me even jump to right there, right? So let me ask you, you believe there's any life form, not intelligent, just regular, you believe there's any life form outside of Earth?
Yes. because even on Earth here, there's life forms that we've still not discovered. You know, there's, when you see these guys go to National Geographic and they do the deep sea and they go to, they go below the depths that, they've gone before, and they keep finding new species. So there's places that we haven't been on Earth. So clearly, I think outside of, there's a possibility of that. But even with that thought, it's just like, the concept of landing on the moon, and there's Mars, and there's, Venus. It's, probably because I'm not privileged to the information that NASA has, but I'm still not the biggest believer, at this point.
You just, alright, this is like me. You already know, I go down in that wormhole, so me can't tell you. So me as I look up to them thing, I'm a full-blown nerd, brother. So, alright. Me believe in a life form out there, 100% I believe that. The thing is, the type of life form. You get what I'm saying? Alright, when I read the book called, the book I tell you about, and there's a point where them find life with them thing. They have this scale where them thing life can form between like a certain degree. You get what I'm saying? Like them say, if you reach over a certain amount of degree, life cannot sustain itself, right? If you reach below a certain degree, life cannot sustain itself, temperature-wise, right? And this was shot by a tiny man and said, them got a sample from a volcano. We have sulfur, and the soil and whatever there is over, I forgot the specific degree, was times, double times it or something like that. And them get sample from there, and guess what? Them find type of bacteria, some type of whatever in the soil. So he came back and said, alright, so if we had this farm, the life can live up between them 2 degrees. When you reach this high, the heat, this reach level, nothing can live. But yes, still, them find a situation from a volcano where that was a situation, but yes, still there was life form there. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of put in the level. Alright. That means if a planet have a certain level of temperature where it's not suitable like us, maybe them have a form of life form where we can, how we say, we're a carbon based life form here on Earth. But suppose like say one of the moon them off, I think Jupiter, is more of a silicon. They have a lot of silicon and all of that. So you say you can have a silicon life form where because we are based everything based off of just where we think a life form should be, right? Based on our interaction here on Earth. And also, when you look at even Earth itself, look in the ocean, is a whole another level of world that is so. Correct? Like you just pointed out, right?
Right.
So to me, when we look at all of that, stuff like that, you find something in some where surviving at like sulfur, crazy heat temperature, crazy temperature. When you look at even on Earth, say when you're looking at the ocean, the life form, some discovery was just made as recently as the early 2000. Then I find like new species, new in the depth of the ocean where people never ventured before, and you see all of them different life forms surviving in this area. I think there is more statistic on a mathematical level that there is life form than there is not outside of Earth.
Oh boy.
You see me? So that's where me I base my thing off. And just even reading them, it just makes sense. And I think if that's a possibility, and then even if there was some encounter years ago, I think it benefit the people who run the world not to tell us anything, because like I said, if it was known that there is some form of life form, and then we, in our solar system, we maybe be the only intelligent life form. That's why we have not get that content. But I'm just saying, even if there was, I don't think it's something they would tell us. Because if you find that out, if we find that out as a regular people, what do you think would happen? It shatter all of the beliefs that we have. political beliefs, religion, everything shattered. It make no sense no more. And it maybe cause more harm than good.
Right.
Yeah, on a control level. So that's my view when it comes on that. So you see, let's say me go down in the rabbit hole when it comes to that. Me go hard. We go in when it come to, that level of, when it come to like, alien belief and the correlation to it when it come back to just religion and all of that stuff. To me, just I understand it's a way of control the populace, but I think it's stunted a lot of development in the third world, in a lot of third world country. The impact we have as how black people view each other. We don't show each other the same love, the same respect we show. Because to me, I just think it's just because of just religion. You understand? We preach it, but we don't practice it.
Well, to me, it's not even a case where we don't treat each other well, but it's like we're everybody, as I say, it's like everybody's lost, right? Everybody's lost, so everybody is trying to grab onto some form of guidance or direction or purpose. So that's why you have all these people who, when they take certain drugs and it opens up their minds to different things, they can never be the same. So sometimes it's best not to open up the mind, right?
Yes, that's about that. Joe Rogan said, him take like mushroom and like
right.
and all of them thing there. And him say first time him take it, him say yo, religion have to base off of this. Him say if you kind of say even at about scientists say I try prove the bush where them say the burning bush where Moses they go and get the 10 Commandments. Them I say maybe is I forgot the bush and then call Wally was some bush and it burned off something and him said maybe that bush them see and it was burning and it bring him go on a trip like that's what them call it when you go on a trip.
Yeah,
and
the trip,
kind of say
right.
if you notice try back in the day that we smoke either not just marijuana but they smoke like some natural plant that will burn certain type of incense and then people get in at this trance because they might go on the street and they must say the only way some people can explain it is just call that being God. And then him saying believe religion was just based off of just somebody going on one of them trip and his only explanation was to create a... You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it makes sense. You understand? And so you would have to go on a trip like that, you must say, if you really kind of understand. Like your mind just open on a whole different level.
Right.
Like, you see what I say? It's more little marijuana. And, it gives certain people different meditation, but I guess them thing a mushroom and them thing they bring it, turn it up a notch.
Right.
You question reality itself. You see me? But yeah, you see that I've gone almost 50 minutes in already, Jano.
But that's what I tell you. It's a topic. It's a wormhole. You have to be careful where you go down it because it has several different factors that you can argue from. You can argue from the scientific factor, the religious factor, and then also just or what you call it, the I would say what, the animalistic or the natural perspective, because just looking at studying animals and studying how we behave, there's certain natural biological things that we do that even though we are now more intelligent and knowledgeable, we still act on the same physical, biological things, right?
Yeah.
Like we can bring it back to just the way how men and women interact. Women tend to be leaning towards a man who they think is, what you call it, more, can provide not only physical security, right?
Yeah.
So that is why
financial, it can be secure,
right.
It can be physical. Because it doesn't matter, some form of security.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then the same thing in the animal world, you know, the female tends to go with the strongest male that they think they can protect them and provide. Exactly. So, and then as you mentioned earlier, just the natural need, the natural urge that men and women goes through on every day, where it's just sexual drive to, you know, to reproduce.
Look, it's like this. You have spiders, right? I forgot, spiders and another animal. Like, you have spiders, you have some spiders where having sex with the female, like the male spider having sex with the female, kill him. It would kill him if him do it. And
right, that is.
But they would have killed themselves every day if you do. You get what I'm saying? To do it. Because
they
but they're not the only other animal. But they have other animals like that. Having sex, it kill them, literally.
The woman is the female spider sacrifices the male
exactly
for the newborns as food.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing, though. Is the survival thing where the cells in your body need you to reproduce. That's a survivor. Need that species. So you maybe say, what the hell? Why I'm just not have sex then? Cause I might have killed. You get what I'm saying? To we intelligent for ask yourself that question, but at the same time, the survival of that species depending on that practice. So it go over Trump. So the mind can't, or if they have a brain for thing, that's the time when you're going at that blackout mode and it controls you. You get what I'm saying? Right. That urge control you for survival. That's why sex, pleasure linked to sex. Because if you really think about even sex, it's kind of weird and crazy, right? Why we fussing over that thing. But the thing is a body designed that for kind of, alright, we have to make sure we enjoy that at the same time. The ultimate thing is to reproduce. You know, in modern times, obviously, it's not like that. But on a basic instinct level, that's what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Right. But even the notion, as you said, is, you know, always so put so much emphasis and importance on sex, and really and truly, it's like, it was funny. I saw this skit where the girl was saying, how is it that we create so much issues over it, right? And the end of the day, sex can get old, because how many positions can you do? You know, really? Like, it's like, bro, how many you can turn her left, right, and center, upside down, but how many different things can you really do? You know, so it's like you said, we create so much problems over the notion of sex, but we say that, right? We say that, and then they will probably still go back and do the same thing, just like you said.
Because it's in us. It's a survival thing.
Right. It's a natural imprinted mechanism that we at certain times we get, our bodies are calling for that reproductive action, right? Yeah. But we know as intelligent beings, we know how to neglect and control. But that is why they say when you drink and we lose inhibition, right? That is the raw nature. That is your natural nature coming out. You know, because we relinquish our intelligence and we're just acting based on, you know, what our body is telling us. But it can go on and on.
Yeah, you just a move. You don't really think about the consequences.
Right.
Not think about none of that.
No, because the aim is just to go and reproduce.
Exactly. No, but I really talk.
But I mean, overall, as I say, you know, if anybody can one day answer one of those questions for me, we can move forward. You know? But until then, I don't know. I mean, I will continue to try and listen to the scientific developments that they find until probably somebody resurrect, like what's his name? From the dead, Lazarus. You know, revive from the dead after a couple of days and can come and tell us that, you know, boy, I think I saw the gate, at least to the gate.
And then even then, we will still be
I was still going to be skeptical because we're going to say this man is delusional.
So now I got the medicine, man. The medicine, bro. The drugs.
But you know what? If he died for a whole week and came back, I mean, he should. I mean, of course, they will study him inside out. But you know.
Yeah, but it is one of them things there, brother. Is like I said, we're not gonna really get an answer to it. And the thing with me, that's what I'm saying. Me not argue with people ask if them believe or not. That's not my place to do. But me more always talk about the impact what me see. As I say, the impact and the situation and why it work here, why it doesn't work here, why is only black and brown people suffering in the world. And we all will follow this thing strongly. You get what I'm saying? While the secular country, them we don't put that as in forefront, are very prosperous financially, and people living longer. Them typically more healthy, more happy, and then all of these countries are supposed to be the most religious, most doctrine, follow this by laws and all of this. You know, you're talking from any religion, any one of them, don't care. Christianity, Judaism, Muslim, Indies, all of them. Just look at all of these countries.
Right.
Is the message?
Exactly.
So that's just my thing is why the most violent, poverty-driven, all of these things happening at the, you have no secular country that just secular. Secular meaning religion is not at the forefront of them political institution or nothing.
Right.
You can practice whatever religion you want, but you're not gonna intervene in our society and how we do stuff. You get what I'm saying? And tell me which one of them country they're poor. I try to none. Maybe somebody bright enough can tell me which one is, but none. Right.
I mean, I look at countries like Switzerland, what's that country? Sweden. And then if you're gonna move from the European side,
even England has said that they are a very secular country. Religion is there, but there's not. You know what I mean? UK is not the forefront to control everything.
Interesting. Well, I mean, what I think, as I say, I agree with you. Like the majority of the countries that are led by religious, it's more religious. It's more religious than political. It's either war. It's like a war territory, or it's a poverty-stricken territory. It's either.
Yeah.
So to me, that's what I say. To me, I'm not bashing the religions and the belief in a God, but we have so many different beliefs, and it's like nobody can just live in peace and say, okay, you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're a Sikh, So everybody, if you just leave each people to their own, you can't force your belief onto me.
Exactly.
So that means your religion is practicing. I think religion to me should practice peace. But apparently
everybody want to enforce their belief, and for them life is the real way, and your way is the fake way, and that cause all of the majority of the problem we have in the world, majority of the wars, all of that, and the hidden thing behind all of that is financial gain. I mean, the richest institutes them in the world are religious institutes. You get what I'm saying? The Vatican is a small property in Italy, but it's its own country. You get what I'm saying? That little area of the Vatican is its own country, so they have their own regulation and rules and stuff. But them not have no hospital, them not have no bank, them not have none of that. Only that area of the Vatican City is its own country, and recognized by majority of all the countries in the world. You get what I'm saying? So when you see stuff like that, with that, you know what I mean? And that's definitely the richest country in the world. If you take it literally, that's maybe the richest country in the world.
Really, the Vatican?
It is a country.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a very small
part
in this large country itself. and is recognized by more of the country, and the Vatican is a very wealthy place, but they don't have to disclose anything. You get what I'm saying? So we don't know. But I'm just saying, it is, you look at pictures inside of it is very, gold and all these things around, Yeah, so we just like I say, listen, and we can end it right here, and this is that. I know we start off in one way. We have another topic we want to discuss, but naturally take us there, and that's how we love the podcast. You know what I mean? When a conversation take us to another place, but it's one of them things that where people you can believe and unbelieve. Me as a man, I pray every day, see me. I mean, me give thanks to God every day, see me for life, health, strength. So
that is the thing, my mother sent me all these wonderful prayers on WhatsApp every day, so it's not that I don't believe there's a God. I don't know. Some people might call him Jesus, some people call him Jehovah, but I just say God. I just believe that there is a creator, there is a higher being, because obviously, we as human beings, we have no control. We try to have control over our lives, but we really don't,
Yeah.
And it's just like, as I said, death is random. You can't plan for it. You don't know when it happens.
Never.
One thing is for sure in life: when you're born, you're going to die. It's like them say two things in life: death and taxes. You can't
exactly.
beat it.
Can't beat it. Somewhere.
Yeah. So if you think you're not paying it, everything you buy, there's a tax on it. So
exactly.
It don't matter. So with that said, my final conclusion is just that, I guess you just everybody have to find something you can believe in, and use that as a guiding factor in your life, and, just live good, and share what you can and be kind. That's all I can say. Because at the end of the day, we don't even know if the world can end tomorrow, to be push it all the way out there. I'm like thinking, with all these natural disasters, right?
Yeah.
Like look what you see, like a earthquake devastates a whole country, or a tsunami, or a hurricane, right?
Yeah.
Think about that hitting like the entire world. Look, fires in Australia. It just seems like, we hear and we think we can control, but we're not really controlling shit.
But because see, as a human, we are very arrogant. You know what I mean? We feel like, we have this arrogant thing about us, right? Because, just like I said, all of these natural disasters, we destroy places and remind us all the time that, if God want, whoever you call God, or nature want just destroy us and take us out, we can. Even people talk about climate change and say we're destroying the earth, and I always tell people we can destroy the earth all we want, One thing I can guarantee you, the earth is still there, who not go there? We. Because we are the
exactly.
one we need the earth more than what the earth needs us. You get what I'm saying? The earth was here before us. So the thing is, we are gonna destroy, use up all the resources. But one thing with nature and natural, always tell you, is the nature and natural disaster, all of these things, with everything balance out, is who survive at the end. So we may be gone, but I guarantee the earth is still there, and it maybe take another 100,000 years for it to get back and start evolve again. But this not gonna where we are gonna suffer. So if we don't want to make the changes to fix all of these things and think we are destroy the earth, we are destroy ourselves. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So people, man. So we're done with that. We're done with that one. Yeah, we went all in, but we're glad we have a conversation. Yeah, we might have a follow up to this one. We're more in depth. You know what I mean? So people, if you think we attack a lot of mumbo jumbo, you know what I mean, let us know. You know what I mean? And if you think we hit some good points, you know what I mean, let us know also, you know what I mean. But like, we appreciate all type of feedback. And also, as I'm talking about feedback, I appreciate all of the people who have been messaging out and comment and thing. And, you know, Carter, the people them want to make sure we do a follow up on the who run the house thing. The episode.
Oh yes, I know the female listeners were quite vocal about their opinions on that episode. So we need to bring a female guest on the show.
Yeah, man. So we
so we can have.
Yeah, man. So we got to do that episode. Then we gotta get that done, and we done have somebody in mind. We gotta join us to make sure we have a female point of view on such a touchy topic. You know what I mean? The good thing though, Carter, I would say, was a lot of positive feedback in the sense that most of the female them will reach out to them appreciate the fact that we were being balanced in the conversation, balanced in the sense that we wasn't being biased, you know what I mean?
Right, and it was not gender competition or bashing of the male or the female.
Yeah, but they would just love to have a female point of view on it. And that's it. So I said that's that, you know what I mean, that's what's up. So we are gonna definitely get that out to the listener. And I said me like them type of feedback there and discussion, cause you know what I mean, it shows people listening and engage in the topic that we talk about. And you know, one thing we do is say on this, you know, we talk about where we want to talk about, in a sense that you have a lot of podcasts out there. Millions of podcasts, you have a couple hundred that's like Caribbean, not even a couple hundred Caribbean. You have a lot of Caribbean style podcasts, and then when you talk about Jamaican podcasts, you have a lot of it too. But so, we like to talk about different conversation. We're not the regular massive talk about. You have a lot of, music podcasts out there. A few listen to Reggae Lover podcasts, Reggae Talk. Listen for them thing out there. So you have a couple of that self-doing podcasts, Caribbean and friends, and Caribbean people that do them thing. You see me I say? And we just want to talk about them type of thing on a more in-depth level and give our full-blown opinion, unapologetic opinion, on these different topics. Where I would say maybe not the most pretty or fun type topics, but I think conversation that we definitely need to have within the community. So we definitely have some more we have fun people in store. We're gonna have more in-depth conversation about things we're happening within the culture or things that we just not hear a lot of people talking about. And we always willing to hear from you guys with more topics, more suggestion, and stuff where you guys want us to talk about. I got two suggestions, Carter, and somebody did reach out with them saying, I love all your opinion, and we definitely work on them there in the future as well.
Right.
Any last word before we close up?
Well, as I said, we started off this episode with one intention, but here we are. Very interesting topic. Would love your feedback. Definitely, it's good to have multiple feedback, and especially a topic like this that is so open. It can come from any angle, whether it's from the religious angle, scientific angle, or just your general opinion on what you think. How the earth is created, or where we go when we die, or how we were brought here. Yeah, so that's my final note.
All right, so. Yes, Jamaican State of Mind podcast. We are available everywhere podcast is found. Just look it up, Jamaican State of Mind, # Jamaican State of Mind, # JSM podcast, and also at JSM podcast and all the platform. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, they're everywhere. Appreciate y'all listening, appreciate the support, continue support, sharing, subscribe. Leave a comment, leave feedback, also rate the show as well. Until next time, we talk.